Holy smokes. Okay, well, that is exactly the start that we needed for the Texans. Oh, all right. Massive, massive start. Holy smokes, guys. Wow. Deep ball by CJ Stroud to Higgins for the touchdown on third down to open the game. I don't even think they got a first down on that play. Kick is up and good. It is 7-0 Houston. 13:20 left in the first quarter. Holy smokes. I'm sorry. It is not. Uh, it is not final. It is the first quarter. Okay, there we go. Crazy, crazy, crazy start. Welcome to Broncos Digest. It's your boy, Sebastian here. And we are watching the game. If it goes our way, Broncos win the AFC West today. Heck of a start for us, by the way. So, all right. 75 yards. Holy smokes. Please comment down below. What are we feeling right now, Broncos fans? Because is this not exactly what we wanted? Exactly what we wanted. So, great start for the Houston offense. That was the big worry, is that, they're missing their left tackle to start the game. And they start out with, on the third play of their first drive, a 75-yard bomb for a touchdown. What a throw, what a play. Great protection up front. I would say broken coverage by the Chargers defense there. Like he was able to basically walk into the end zone. Holy smokes. Again, welcome everyone. If you want to comment, please do. I want to talk to anyone who comments. I'm a Broncos fan here, obviously. This is a crucial game in the sense of that the Broncos can win the AFC West with a Chargers loss. Broncos, regardless of the game, how it goes today, will have to beat the Chargers to get the 1 seed next week. So, but still, it'd be nice to have the satisfaction of winning the AFC West today. I would say so. As much as I dislike the Chargers, I actually don't even dislike them that much. These uniforms are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, and it is a handoff and a tackle. They gain about 2 to 3 yards. Looked like that was a Morion Hampton with the run. A prospect that the Broncos were thinking about drafting, but did not. They chose Jahdae Barron over Hampton, and then chose RJ Harvery in the second round, who has now 12 touchdowns in the year, firmly in the Offensive Rookie of the Year conversation. So it is now 2nd and 8 for the Chargers at the 37-yard line. It fakes the screen. It is a handoff again to Hampton, who goes down for a gain of, that looks like 3 this time. So it'll be 3rd and about 5 coming up. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5 coming up. The first down is at the 45-yard marker. Getting close to the 12-minute mark of the first quarter. Takes the snap, looking to throw. He is being sacked. He is sacked. Chargers offensive line was not able to hold up. That was Danielle Hunter with the sack, and it is a 3 and out for the Chargers. Great start for the Houston Texans. Exactly what us Broncos fans were looking for. That's the thing, is the Chargers, they're missing their 2 starting tackles. So that was a loss of 9, it looks like. 4th and 14. Chargers will obviously be punting. And the punt is away. Ooh. What just happened? I don't know if the guy signaled for a fair catch. He was trying to receive the punt near the sideline, was hit just around the... Okay, here's the replay. Ooh. The ball hits off of the Chargers player as they collide. My guess is that would be punt interference. So let's see. I hope the Texans win. I hate the Chargers. It's weird. I mean, I totally understand people who hate the Chargers. I, as long as I've been a Broncos fan, and I was born in 1999, so I'm a post Elway baby, unfortunately. Although I very much appreciate. I think I was born just as soon as he retired, so but I can't appreciate enough what that man has done for our franchise. I am looking forward to watching his Netflix series, because he has a part in all 3 of our Super Bowl rings. The third one being as a general manager. So, but in the end, the Chargers have not really been super relevant to me. I mean, we've had some tough battles, obviously, but overall, to me, my main rival has always been the Chiefs. I have hated the Chiefs for so long. Before it was popular to hate the Chiefs, and Broncos fans know this. We've hated the Chiefs before it was cool, and now everyone hates them. But they're our rival. They hate us. I mean, you'll meet Chiefs fans in the wild, and we'll all agree, oh, we hate the Raiders. We hate the Raiders. I'm I'm not in. Listen, I dislike the Raiders just because it's a given as a Broncos fan you're supposed to hate the Raiders, but I don't hate them the same way I hate the Chiefs because I didn't live through the Madden years. I didn't live through when they were just dominating the league, winning Super Bowls. So, I've watched Super Bowl DVDs, I've watched Super Bowl films about, Madden dominating the league, and they have a video game named after that man. So it's like the Raiders have a massive cultural impact, but I don't hate them the way that I hate the Chiefs. It's Chiefs, Raiders, then Chargers. Chargers, they have 0 rings. They've been to like 1 Super Bowl, I think. Okay, so looks like Herbert is holding his left arm, or not holding it, but it looking a little limp. The TV is drawing attention to that. So the Texans will be starting their second drive at the 28-yard line right now. Their own 28. Stroud under center. He fakes the handoff, throws over the middle. It is caught, I think, for a first down. Looks like that was Higgins again. About 13 yards. Easy pickup there. It wasn't basically no contention there. Houston so far taking control of this game. Yeah, was easily a completion. Ball is now at the 41-yard line of Houston. Stroud under center again. Takes the snap. It is a handoff here. Goes for. He's pushing. He keeps pushing. He gets about 5 or 6 yards. I thought it was only going to be for 1 yard, but some really good drive there. Texans they're on a 7-game win streak, helped by Davis Mills there. Strangely enough, could be one of the better backups in the league. They have wins over Jacksonville, Tennessee, Buffalo, Indianapolis, Kansas City, Arizona, and Las Vegas. KC, Buffalo, and Jacksonville are the most notable of those three, because that was Kansas City when they had Mahomes. 2nd and 5. It is a fake handoff, rolling out to his left. He dumps it off there. He's rolling, keeps running. That's a first down, and that's number 19 of the Texans, Hutchinson, looks like. I think they got into Chargers territory. Yep, past the 50, down to around the Chargers 44-ish yard line. Go Texans. Go Texans, absolutely. All right, fakes the handoff here. Stroud's looking to throw. He throws deep over the middle, and it is caught. Touchdown again. Nadell? 43 yards as Noel. Oh my goodness. Texans coming out swinging. Chargers they do not look like they're ready to play today. These are easy, wide open touchdowns. Well schemed, well designed. Holy smokes. Houston Texans. I mean, we love it. Go Texans, go Broncos. Absolutely. Wow. What a start. Kick is up, and it is good. Wow. It is 14-0. Oh, sorry. One. Four. Okay, sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, we're only like just under 6 minutes into the game. The Texans on their first 2 drives have scored a touchdown on both drives. A 75-yarder and a 43-yarder there to boot. Wow. Did not expect that. What a start. Holy smokes. Listen, a lot of game left. I'm not going to pretend like 14 points is going to be enough to win this game. But what a start. That's how you get a lead. Texans look ready. Chargers look completely shook by how this game has started out. A first drive by the Texans, touchdown, 3 and out for them, and then a touchdown for the Texans. Could not be a worse start for the Chargers. Quite literally, Chargers are going to need to do something on this drive if they want to stay in this game. So, but hey, man, this is some good tape. If for Broncos fans, we are looking for where they can be exposed, and we are getting a lot of good information here. And so far, it looks like their backcourt or their backfield is a bit weaker maybe than we assumed. I mean, Stroud, don't get me wrong, he's hitting his guys, but these are wide open players. There's no one even close to them. I'm honestly a bit shocked by how this game has started. So CJ Stroud to start the game, four completions, four attempts, four completions, 142 yards and two touchdowns in just 5 minutes and how many? Let's see, that's 43 seconds. That's nuts. It was one of the best starts to a game that you can imagine. In a crucial game, by the way. All right, Chargers are returning the kick here. And it is a tackle around the 25, 26 yard line. Let's go Texans. Absolutely, Jose. What a start, man. Holy smokes. And not to mention, Herbert is dealing with a possible left arm injury. Okay, they're showing footage right now of them spraying his left arm. We're not sure what that means. I don't see any cuts or bruises on his left arm. So it must be some kind of internal injury. All right, Herbert under center of the 26-yard line. He takes a snap. It is a handoff to Hampton, who gets about 4-ish yards there, I'd say. 2nd and 6 coming up with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Crazy, crazy stuff. Clock is running. They're at the 30-yard line right now. Herbert hands it off again, and Hampton is tackled after a gain about 2 to 3 yards. 3 yards, I'd say. 3rd and 3 coming up. Can the Texans force another 3 and out? We will find out. Oh boy. What a game so far. All right, so Herbert alone in shotgun right now, bringing someone in motion. Hampton in motion. Okay, he brings him to his left. Takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's rolling out. He dumps it off. That is a first down for the Chargers. Past the 30, 40-yard line, I think. Past the 40. Well-designed play there. They'll be starting the next set of downs around the 41 or 42-yard line. Chargers needed a win there. If they didn't get a first down there, we were looking at some really bad stuff. All right, it is a handoff here to Hampton, who he's pushing. That's about 4 to 5 yards. He got stood up there around the line of scrimmage, but they were able to push past a little bit. So they're talking about the offensive line and what they've been dealing with. All right, it is another handoff here, and he's stood up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 there. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6 here. Oh boy. Chargers are, every down so far has been gritting their teeth and just fighting and clawing for every single yard. All right. They're calling it 3rd and 5 right now. First down is at the Texans' 49-yard line. He takes a snap, looking to throw. They're rushing 4, and it is another sack. Holy smokes. That is Will Anderson there. Hawkins maybe as well, who combined for that sack. Chargers look completely just lost, is all I can say. Completely lost. I mean, yeah, nothing they could do. Wow. Okay, Chargers will be punting from their own 39-yard line, 4th and 12. And the punt is away. Punt is caught and brought to about the 22, 23-yard line. 5:01 left in the first quarter. What a crazy start to this game. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything better. I want to smile and laugh and be happy, but I'm kind of in disbelief. I thought that this would be a much closer game. I mean, still, there's 50 minutes left in this game, but so far this looks like the Chargers are completely outmatched. We'll see how that goes going forward. But I'm a Chargers fan right now. I'm a bit worried. All right. What are we doing here? I'm How are we doing, everyone? Let me know how we're feeling about this game. I want to talk to you guys. Just get the feel of Broncos country right now. I'm trying to contain my excitement, but we could be on the precipice of winning the AFC West tonight or today. So all right. All Texans so far. It's kind of very, I mean, they're showing it right now, very much resemblant of the Texans Chargers playoff game from last year. All right, it is a 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Oh, it is a completed pass, about 3 to 4 yards there. Okay. Crazy. Crazy so far, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see your chat on here while I'm trying to commentate the game. It is 2nd and 6 is what they're calling it right now. Stroud hands it off. It's about 2-ish yards, I'd say. So 3rd and 4, I would say, coming up with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. So. All right, 3rd and 4. Stroud calling some things out at the line. At the 27-yard line, he takes a snap, looking to throw. He throws to the side and is caught for barely a 1st down, but it is a 1st down there. That was caught by Kirk, I believe. Christian Kirk, yes. So I'm still trying to get used to the Texans players here. Stroud takes the snap. He hands it off, and that will be about 1 yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. All right. Listen, at this point, as a Broncos fan, maybe you guys agree, we just need to keep running the clock here. I say we as if we're Texans fans, but man. Stroud takes a snap, looking to throw. They're rushing 4. He throws, and no one there. Incomplete. Pass looks like it was intended for Higgins. Stroud thought he'd be coming back for like a hitch route, but Higgins was not aware. So. Third and 9 coming up with 2:20 left in the first quarter. Let's see what the Texans can do. Stroud and shotgun. Calling some audibles out. Takes the snap. He fakes a screen. He fakes another screen and then throws it out of bounds. Nothing there. Broken play. That will be an incomplete pass. Does not look like intentional grounding. It'll be 4th and 9. The Texans will be punting away. Chargers finally get a stop on defense. They're doing their best to stay in this game. Not the best play call. There was nothing there. And the punt is received at the 11. He's returning it. He gets past the 15. Almost gets to the 20. Gets back to the 19-yard line. Tried dancing around. Was tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Looks like. So 2:04 left in the first quarter. Houston leads 14-0. Chargers have the ball for their third possession. So let's see what they can do. Let me know how we're feeling in the chat below. Want to hear what we're dealing with. So far, I mean, the Texans are playing much faster and harder than the Chargers. I think the Chargers, after that second touchdown, just realized, oh, we need to wake up. Let's see here. Oh, cool. All right, we're at a commercial break right now. The Chargers will be doing their third drive momentarily. We are still in the first quarter. All right, here we go. Herbert fakes the handoff. He's looking deep. He tosses it to Marion Hampton, who gets 5-ish yards there. Ooh, boy. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, guys. We are trying to get to 2,000 subscribers as we will be the hopeful AFC West champions of 2025 for the first time since 2015. Ball's at the Chargers' own 23-yard line. He takes the snap. It is a handoff here. Tackled with at least maybe half a yard there. Third down coming up. Third and 4. Herbert takes the snap. He's looking. He throws, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Petre in defense. It looks like it was intended for Keenan Allen. It was in his hands. It was a good throw by Herbert, but it was not enough. Herbert or Allen with a bad drop there. Really bad drop, actually. It was. You couldn't throw it much better. I mean, a little outstretched, but not much. He didn't even have to go fully extended. That was just like right there. You got to catch that if you're Keenan Allen. He looks frustrated with himself on the sideline. 43 seconds left on the clock for the first quarter. They will be punting once again. Texans defense doing exactly what they need to be doing. Fair catch is called. There was interference there, but they did not call it. It is a fair caught at the 26-yard line. Okay, there is a flag. That looked like easily being interference. Sorry, that looked easily like interference. Let's see what they say here. Sorry about my swaying. When I'm nervous about games, I can't help but like move this way. I need to be a bit more still. Oh, there's 2 fouls. Oh. So they called no interference against the Chargers and only called holding against the Texans. Sure, why not? So 10-yard penalty for the Texans. They will be starting much deeper in their own territory. Right now, they are saying the total yardage between the teams is 168 for the Texans and 16 for the Chargers. Quite the difference, you could say, so far. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Starting at the 17-yard line. Houston tosses it there, and he goes down around the 20-yard line, so about gain of 3. It's been a weird game, man. I just hope we don't blow it. Second and 7. Will they snap the ball before? Does not look like, and that will be the end of the first quarter. What a start for Houston, man. I mean, as a Broncos fan, they have been doing quite the work for us. I mean, we beat them. They go on to beat the Chiefs and have this heck of a start against the Chargers, and hopefully they can finish the job. But could not be happier. Could not be more excited about the potential of being AFC West champions with 3 quarters left to go in this game. You never like someone to finish your job, but at the same time, it's not like they're finishing our job because we still have to face the Chargers next week. The Broncos, whether they're AFC West champions or not, going into week 18, will have the chance to finish their own work then and there. Not just for the division title before the AFC 1 seed. So, but this is still a relevant game. I think Denver deserves a home game in the playoffs. So, with the win today for the Houston Texans, the Broncos will at least get one win or one game at home, win or lose next week. So, whew. Man. It's good to be a Broncos fan right now, guys. Chiefs are yeah. I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe all of it. I mean, the Chiefs will get a good draft pick. I mean, they're 6-10 right now. My guess is that they'll lose this week and the next week, and they might be in the top 10 of draft picks. We'll see what that does for them. I've not been the highest on the Chiefs in terms of how they've managed the draft. McDuffie was a great draft pick. Don't get me wrong. I was wrong about him. But Worthy, I don't think is all that good. Pacheco, overrated as heck. Anyway, we're back to the game. I can go ad nauseum about my criticisms of how the Chiefs are ran, and yeah. All right, Stroud takes the snap. He is being rushed. He steps up in the pocket. It is tipped at the line. It is incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up with 14:55 left in the first half. Don't stall right now, Texans. We've seen some games this year, teams coming back, from 21-0 or 21 points in general. So 14-0, it doesn't feel the same as it used to. Ball's at the 19.5-yard line, 3rd and 7. Stroud in shotgun here. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He throws over the middle. It is caught by the one, the only, Nico Collins for a first down. About 15 yards, I'd say. And that is a handoff, and it is a tackle. Gain of about 7, I'd say. That was Jordan with the carry. Or sorry, it was a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line. Shot in the center. He takes he hands it off, on the reverse. It's a first down. Ooh, get some extra yards there to the now Chargers 48-yard line, I would say. I always try and be as exact as possible, but whew. All right. That was a handoff for about nothing. 2nd and 10. The text. Okay, so they're at the 49-yard line, 2nd and 10, 12 and a half minutes left in the half. Stroud takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He throws, and it's caught by the tight end Schultz. Gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Oh, what was that? What are you doing? Schultz shoves over a Chargers player, and that is a flag. A ridiculous penalty to take there after the play. It's going to be 3rd and long because of that. It was going to be about 3rd and 2, and a really bad penalty to take there by Schultz. Undisciplined, really stupid. That's unfortunate. Yeah. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so instead of 3rd and 2, it'll be 3rd and 17. So, those personal fouls, those are killers, man. But what are you doing, man? Why would you do that? Oh, so Schultz felt like he was slapped in the face by that Chargers player. 12 minutes left in the half. 3rd and 17. Fakes the screen. He tosses it. It is caught by the running back Woody Marks. And only for about 4 to 5 yards. So Chargers catch a break there with a really dumb penalty by Schultz. Your job, I don't know, your job as a player when you are in a strict advantage, you cannot allow your emotions to get the better of you. So, ball's at their own 48-yard line. They will be punting away at the 4th and 13. Punt is there. Fair catch is called and is at the 8 or 9-yard line with 11:05 left in the first half. All right. All right. I mean, listen, we're still up 14-0, or the Texans are up 14-0, I should say. I can't complain too much, but yeah. Momentum was heavy in the Texans' favor there. They could have scored again on that drive, but a really bad penalty by Schultz. We'll see if it ends up being a game changer, but it could be. I've seen enough football where I know that those kind of penalties can literally alter everything. We'll see if it does. We're at a commercial break right now. So the Chargers, with about 11 minutes left in the first half, will try and get. I don't think they've passed midfield yet. We'll see if they can. Maybe get a score on the board. Oh boy. It's funny being nervous about a game where the Broncos aren't playing. I mean, when it's like red zone, things are kind of all over the place. Your attention isn't solely focused on another team. But when it's a game that's like as important as this, where literally a loss by one team could determine a division championship, a first in 10 years, you want to call them we. You want to call the team that's trying to beat that team us, we. because the Texans already did us a massive favor of beating the Chiefs on that Sunday night game, and now here we are, a Saturday midday game, I would like to call it. All right, so Chargers are back on their own 8-yard line. Herbert under center. And it is a handoff to Hampton, who tries to break some tackles, but is brought down after a gain about half a yard. Uh-oh. Shire is down with an injury. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He seems to be gripping his arm. He's trying to move his arm in a way that hopefully means that he has motion and that he's okay. But there is a stoppage right now. It is 2nd and 9 for the Chargers with 10:49 left in the second quarter. So hopefully Shire is okay. They're checking him out right now as we go to a commercial break. So how's everyone doing? What a day. What a day to become AFC West champs, you know? That's how I feel. Oh, boy. I feel weird doing this in a hotel during Christmas break, but football doesn't wait for you. You wait for football. That's the main point. So I just, you know, as well as good of a game that this has been for us so far, it's slowed down in a way that makes me nervous. You know, being up 14 is great, don't get me wrong, but all it takes is one broken play and then it's a one-score game. So I don't like to hold my breath for anything. Herbert's a great player. And I'm not one of those Broncos, fans who will say, "Oh, Bo Nix is better than Herbert." I'm not there yet. Even if, Bo and the Broncos win the division today, I will not say that means Bo is better. He has not had nearly the stats that Herbert has had. Shoot, I mean, we haven't even beat the Chargers yet. So, all these things are pending. One day I think Bo can be better, but we're not there yet. Oh, so Alshire ran right into Speed, his own teammate. Kind of looked like an arm and head injury there. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 9 is what they're calling it at their own 9-yard line. Herbert in shotgun, who takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Injury on coverage. I think he dove and tipped it away. Really good play there. Holy smokes. Yeah, what a play by Petrie. Great, clean defensive play. 3rd and 9 coming up with 10:31 left in the half. Herbert takes the snap, looking to throw. They're rushing 4. Almost gets sacked. It is dumped off, but it's a completed pass, but it will be only for a gain of about 4 yards. It will be 4th down, and the offense is coming off the field. Punt unit coming on. That is another 3 and out for the Chargers offense. Chargers looking for answers while nothing seems to be there. Texans defense doing the job that we all know that they're capable of. Yeah, crazy stuff here so far. Let's see what happens on the punt. And punt is away. Fair catch is called. It is caught at their own 46-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. If it is a running into the kicker flag, it will be a first down for the Chargers. Let's see what happens. Oh, it was a holding on the receiving team, so it will no longer be on their own 46. It will be now on their own 36-yard line. Texans punt return unit needs to clean up their blocking because it's costing them yards. Their 2 touchdowns have been, broken plays so far, deep balls. I'd be curious to see if they try something here. 9:40 left in the half, by the way. Nico has not been heavily targeted yet. So they're on their own 36. Stroud under center. Takes the snap. It is a handoff, and he goes up the middle. That is a gain of about 5 yards, I would say. This game's kind of taking a little bit. We're only 9.5 left in the second quarter. I don't know. A lot of punts. Defensive ball will do that for you. But also, like, the 2 quick scores at the beginning of the game. All right, ball at the 41-yard line. Stroud fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. He's looking. He tosses it up out of bounds. So it will be a 3rd and 5 coming up with 8:54 left in the second quarter. So they seem to be guarding Collins pretty well. Can they find something here on 3rd and 5? A crucial game between 2 playoff teams. Stroud takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He throws. It's intercepted. Holy smokes. Really bad decision by Stroud there. Derwin James with the interception. Man. He was tackled around the Texans' 40-yard line, I would say, or maybe a little bit closer. Let's see where he was tackled. No, he got down to around the 37-yard line. So Stroud just it got tipped. It got tipped in the air. Defensive lineman tipped it past out on the line. Really good job by him. Ball will start at the 37. Chargers have some life here. Herbert hands it off, and Hampton gets about 4 yards there. About 8.5 left in the first half, but that is a massive play by the Chargers defense to kind of keep things competitive and kind of flip the field, literally. All right. Herbert takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's being blitzed. It is a dump off to Hampton, who has some space. He's running past the 20 up to the 15 or 14-yard line. They are now in the red zone. No flags. 8 minutes and counting left in the first half. Huge play by the Chargers there. Texans are reeling a little bit on defense. All right, 1st and 10. At the 15-yard line, 7.5 minutes left. Takes the snap. It fakes the handoff. He tosses it to number 9. He's looking around and is dropped. About a gain of 7 yards there. Whenever I say dropped, it shouldn't be when the Chargers are getting a gain. Dropped usually means a negative yardage play. I need to watch my verbiage there. Who's number 9 for the Chargers? Okay, someone's down for the Texans right now. They're dealing with an injury. Looking at his knee. Number 4, the Texans. Asieter? Lasieter? I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the name, but right now, like, the angles are not very good. I cannot read the jerseys. So 7:15 left in the half. It's 2nd and 3, but they're dealing with an injury for the Texans right now. So brutal mistake by the Texans, by Stroud. I mean, I should also say it's a great play by the Chargers defense to cause the tip at the line and to create an interception. But man, with all that momentum, it's crazy how things can shift. Hopefully the Texans defense can hold, but Chargers have a lot of momentum. Despite having 0 points, they have a lot of momentum right now. So let's see what happened here. Looked like it happened during the tackle. Okay, he seems to be walking. Lassiter, sorry. Okay, we're going to a commercial break, but he is walking off the field, so we'll probably be back quickly. But whoo boy. The game started out really well, and now things have gotten back to be stressful. Hopefully hopefully the Texans defense can hold them to maybe 3 points, create a turnover. If they score a touchdown, I become much more nervous about the Texans' ability to win this game. We'll see. We will see. Still at a commercial break, but feeling overall, I don't know. I don't know how I feel right now. It can go either way still. Even when it's 14-0. Like I said at the beginning of the game, I've seen too much football. Even if you get a big score at the beginning of the game, it doesn't mean too much. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully the Texans can do something here. Sorry, I've been chewing on almonds. My mouth is feeling really slow. All right, ball is now at the Texans 8. It is a handoff here and is a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss about 1 to 2 yards. 3rd down coming up. We're under 7 minutes left in the first half. Good penetration there by the defensive line of the Texans. Wallace set the edge. Here we go. Ball's at the 9-yard line, 3rd and 4. Herbert in shotgun, him to his left. Takes the snap. They're rushing 4 guys around. He's dancing. He's dancing. He's running to his right. He's throwing to the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. No one there. Is there any flags? There is not. It is 4th and 4. Chargers will be kicking a field goal. That is exactly what we needed. A stop. I was worried they were going to get a touchdown there, but the Texans defense, they got a break there. Honestly, the injury timeout might have helped them get some rest. And huge stop there by the Texans D. 27-yard attempt by kicker, Dicker the kicker. It's good. So the Chargers will not be shut out. Oh, sorry, this should be... All right, there we go. I mean, Dicker the kicker is one of the coolest names in sports. So, 6:10 left in the first half. Houston will be getting the ball back, but overall, I'd say good job by the Texans defense, just kind of holding up as best as they could after a unfortunate interception. Who's the player who won Walter Payton of the Year? Sorry, Walter Payton Man of the Year. Who was that? Dicker the kicker? All right, the kick is being received. Past the 15, past the 20. Shoved out around the 23-yard line. It's weird. For the longest time, I thought the NFL was trying to de-incentivize kickoff returns, but now it's like they created the landing zone, or whatever they want to call it, to incentivize kickoff returns. Okay, so it looks like Lassiter's walking off the field, towel over his head. At least for the now, is getting an x-ray. 6:03 left. Stroud under center, takes the snap, he hands it off, and is up the center for about 3 to 4 yards. I love how they're like, oh, Stroud started 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and now he's only has 27 yards and 1 interception since then. I'm like, dude, those 2 touchdowns will very much, I don't know, mess with your stats a little bit. Handoff here, and he is up the middle, first down, and a little more. About 4 to 5 yards past the first down marker. I keep swaying. Sorry, guys. I'm nervous. I can't lie. I'm nervous. The Chargers, despite what people think about them, they won't go down easily. There's a reason they're 11-4 with all their injuries. 1st and 10 for the Texans. Takes the snap. It is a handoff here, and he is tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss to 2 to 3 yards. They have a great defense. And despite the fact that they have neither of their left tackle or right tackle, they can still get some things done on the offense. Now, when going up against the best defense in the NFL, like the Texans right now, Listen, I want to call the Broncos the best defense in the NFL. Trust me. I don't know if I can. Statistically, at least. Noel there, the gain about 6 yards, maybe. Third down coming up. 3:45 left in the first half. Okay, they're calling it 3rd and 4, so that was a gain of about 9. Ball's at the 42-yard line of the Texans. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He throws to the sideline, and nothing there. Incomplete. Shucks. Timed blitz there by the Chargers will cause the Texans to punt. I don't even hate the decision one-on-one, linebacker versus running back, but yeah, Stroud feels like he wanted that one back. 4th and 4, 3:25 left. Texans will be punting, and punt is away. Fair catch at their own 12 or 13-yard line, give or take. They're letting him hang around, man. You cannot let the Chargers get a touchdown before half. That will change the entire dynamic of the game. I mean, even a field goal, it's like technically a one-score game. So I can live with a field goal, not a touchdown. Not a touchdown. Broncos have to beat the Chargers. This game doesn't matter. Broncos have one thing they need to do, and that's win the next game. Nothing else matters. I agree, house party. I mean, I think this game matters in the sense of just winning the AFC West tonight. Oh, okay. Pass complete over to the 29-yard line. Really good job there by the Chargers. 3:13 left in the half and counting. I don't know. I think it's the scar tissue of like the Chiefs torturing us for almost a decade. I don't care how we win the AFC West. I would just like to win the AFC West. I don't want it to rely on next week. All right, Herbert takes the snap. It is a toss play there, and he is caught well behind the line of scrimmage there. That was really bizarre. Lost about 5 yards. 2.5 left in the first half. I think that was designed, a delayed handoff pitch, but very awkwardly executed. So, all right, 2nd and 15. Will they snap the ball before the 2-minute warning? Let's find out. The ball is now at their own 23.5-yard line. Clock is running. Does not look like. Yeah, Chargers will not snap the ball. It is a 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, but the Chargers will be coming out of the 2-minute warning with a 2nd and 15. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. We're still getting Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter commercials. Kind of interesting, considering Travis Hunter hasn't played in like 2 months. Listen, I'm a Travis Hunter fan. I have his jersey from Colorado. I have his jersey from Jacksonville. We all need someone to make us believe. Maybe it seems a little silly to watch this game and be like, oh, let's rely on another team to do our job for us. But We will be streaming the Broncos Chargers game regardless. It would just be nice. It would be nice to celebrate an AFC West championship tonight, um, before New Year's. So that's just kind of what I'm looking for. Nothing too much extra. The Chiefs are out of the picture. Um, Raiders are always out of the picture by this time of the year. I think, what was it? 4 or 5 years ago, they made the playoffs and lost to the Bengals in the first round of the playoffs. And that was weird because I was like, okay, Derek Carr and the Raiders, is this something that we need to be worried about, despite how long Derek Carr had already been with the Raiders? But I think he's retired. I think. Uh, I don't pay too much attention to that, but yeah, I mean, the Raiders, for the most part, have not been relevant since the early 2000s. So they make the splash hires, they make the splash selections, and yet it does not work out for them because their whole institution, everything about them, is poisoned. And I find it admirable that Brady will try and make it work. So, all right, we're back from the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 15 for the Chargers. Let's see what happens here. They're at their own 13.5-yard line. Herbert in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. They're rushing 4. He has time. He's scrambling up. He has some room, but he's pushed out of bounds. And that was a legal hit. He was shoved well in bounds. There's no flag right now. I was a little worried there. There is some hand fighting amongst some of the players because of the push. But that was in bounds. That was legal. The Texans, the players tried to make their way out of that whole situation real quick, but anyway. So only a gain of 2, it looks like. 3rd and 13 coming up. Herbert takes the snap. He's looking to throw. They're rushing 4. He throws it deep down the sideline. Quentin Johnston wide open down to the 12-yard line of the Texans. Oh, well. What a massive play. Season game, not just a game defining, but season defining play. Shoot. He saw it. He saw it the last second that he had the step on him. Ball is at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. He's looking. He throws over the middle. It's picked up. It's intercepted. Intercepted at the 1-yard line. It was tipped up into the air. Al-Shaair, who was injured at one point with 1:06 left in the half. A brutal mistake by the receiver there. He was wide open and tipped it up into the air for a Texans defender to catch it. We'll take that gift, but holy smokes. Brutal mistake by the Texans tight end, I think. 86, it looks like. 85. Wow. Wow. So a season-defining play, and then matched with a season-defining turnover there in the red zone. Al-Shaair with the interception. Holy smokes. A gift there. Herbert threw a great pass, and the tight end was not able to do anything with it. Ball's at the 1-yard line now. Stroud, QB sneaks it to the about 2-yard line. Someone's helmet comes off. Looks like a Texans player had their helmet roll out. The tight end is crying possibly on the sideline. I would feel bad if it did not help the Broncos. Chargers look like to be taking a timeout with 1:02 left in the half.
No, that's not his current position. That's his ex-position.
2nd and 8 coming up for the Texans. I mean, they've already gotten themselves out of safety danger, hopefully, depending on what they do here from the 3-yard line. Stroud takes the snap. He hands it off, and it is a great run who gets all the way up to the 22 to 23-yard line. Will anyone take a timeout? It looks like the clock has stopped, so that looks like a timeout has been taken. My guess it would be the Texans regarding the situation. If it was the Chargers, they would probably want to keep that clock running at this point, but the Texans now have an incentive to want to score before half. Maybe there's an injury. Uh, Looks like a Texans lineman is down with an injury. Ed Ingram, his guard. Hopefully he's okay. Stroud and others are kneeling near him. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he got bent back a little bit on his knees. A lot of injuries so far in this game. A lot of injuries. We've been just kind of, I don't know, chugging through. But okay, he's on his feet. He's walking off the field. But man, if the Chargers lose today, the Broncos pretty much have it on lock. LOL. Well, we have the AFC West on lock. I agree. But the 1 seed will still be in play next week. Regardless of what happens today, the 1 seed will still be in play. Because of the Patriots, because of the Jaguars. Unless, somehow the Jags and Pats lose this weekend. Which I don't anticipate happening. I just want to win the West today. Bullets at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Texans. 52 seconds left. He takes the snap. He throws it, but it's incomplete. 49 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Those kind of plays in this situation don't make much sense to me. Besides, like, okay, we want to get our guy in the groove. There was a long timeout due to an injury. Let's get him back into the throwing motion without doing a dangerous pass. That's the only thing that makes sense to me in that situation, but here we go. Stroud takes the snap. They're rushing 4. He throws over the middle. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. 45 seconds left. Stroud. That's the one mistake you can't make, man. That is a brutal, brutal mistake. Chargers have 2 timeouts left with 45 seconds left, and they'll be starting at like the 25-yard line. Or at the 31 or 2. Oh, man. Broncos win the 2 with Patriots, though. Yeah, I mean, basically, all that matters if the Texans can win today, that means that the Broncos will at least get a home game in the playoffs. And that's what matters to me. Mile high is something special. All right. Herbert takes the snap. They're rushing 4. He throws. It's caught, 1st down, gain of about 11 yards. 11 or 12 yards. I thought he was pushed out of bounds backwards, so I thought the clock would have been running, but that'll be around the 20, 21 yard line. 1st and 10. Clock is stopped at 40 seconds. Stroud is pouting on the sideline right now. Herbert in shotgun. Hampton to his left. Takes the snap. They're rushing 4. And he is sacked. He's sacked. There's a flag, though. Shoot. There's a flag. There's a flag. There's a flag. There's a flag. Right after the sack, there's a flag. My guess is it was a face mask. My guess is either horse collar or face mask. I mean, the flag was right as the sack was happening. Yep, it was tripping on the defense. Okay, so it wasn't what I thought, but it was still on the defense. 15-yard penalty. A brutal sequence there. 33 seconds left, and the Chargers will be starting with a 1st and 10 with 2 timeouts left, deep in Texans territory. What's the trip? Oh, that's really granular stuff there, man. I mean, it's just that sucks. 10.5 yard line. Herbert takes the snap. It fakes the handoff. He's being rushed. He's looking around. He fumbles the ball and falls back on it on the 18 or 19-yard line. It is a sack. Timeout is taken with 25 seconds left. Crazy final 2 minutes of this game so far. Holy smokes. Great job by Hunter there. And then stripped by one of the defensive tackles. I can't read the name or the number. Thank goodness for this ferocious Texas defense, man. I'm just glad this kind of defense still exists in the NFL. 2nd and 17 coming up. Chargers have 1 timeout left with 25 seconds left. Whew. Broncos win, Patriots tiebreaker. No, I agree. I understand. I just if we lose to the Chargers and the Patriots win the next 2 games, then the Patriots will get the 1 seed. All right, here we go. Herbert alone in shotgun. Takes the snap, rush 4, throw to the sideline, and he's ran out of bounds by Quentin Johnston. Oh, he was initially saying clock was running, but then he called it. Oh, okay. So Chargers timeout. So it was pushed out of bounds. Chargers take a timeout. 19 seconds left. So no more Chargers timeouts left. 3rd down coming up. Not the worst thing in the world for them, but enough time to. 3rd and 14, 3rd and long is interesting. Because if you're tackled short of the 1st down, you can't spike it. You have to rush the field goal unit on. Which I think is all possible within 20 seconds, but it's fast. And luckily, it's short yardage situation. I think that the Chargers will be aiming for the end zone. I don't think they want to be tackled inbounds, obviously. This is from the 15.5 yard line. He takes the snap. They're rushing 4 again. Good protection. He rolls out to his right, and he runs out of bounds. And there's 14 seconds left. Time is stopped. So the Chargers will likely be taking a field goal here. Yeah. Field goal unit coming on. Man, that Texans defensive unit, man. Especially put in some bad situations by some bad interceptions from CJ Stroud. Unfortunately, I would have liked this to be a blowout, but it is not. Kick is up. Oh, he missed it! He missed it! He missed it! He missed the kick. It is still 14-3. Holy smokes, he missed the kick. Kicker the Dicker, one of the most accurate kickers in the NFL. I can't believe that happened. Let's go. Huge. Now the Chargers, Herbert was really mad. Stroud was obviously really happy. The Chargers will be starting with the ball in the second half. Texans right now take the knee. It will be halftime. Holy smokes. I can't believe he missed the kick. That is a massive break for the Texans and for us Broncos fans. Wow. All right, D'Amico Ryans. I'll take it. 14-3, man. I can't believe they missed that kick. Whew. Wow. What are you guys feeling? But I have to believe I'm in Los Angeles, but I'm a Denver-born Broncos fan. No, Angeleo, trust me, I understand. I'm in Florida right now, and Broncos all the way. I was rooting for Tebow during those years, and I was rooting for Kyle Orton before that. Peyton Manning, obviously, after. And through all these brutal years since the 2015 Super Bowl, we're finally relevant again, and we have a chance. We have 2 more quarters of this game to be AFC West champs. I don't know. Like, people can make fun of us all they want. It's not because, I don't know, the Broncos were able to, keep themselves in that game for the most part. So, there was a bit of a comeback in the fourth quarter, I understand, but I just want that version of the defense to come back in the playoffs. Oh, man. We'll see. We'll see. But we're at halftime now, and we're potentially 2 quarters away from being AFC West champions. I'm just nervous, man. We're already in the playoffs, but I just want a home game for Mile High. Obviously, I want the 1 seed, but with a win today for the Texans, that would mean that we get to do, regardless of what happens next week, a home game for the playoffs. So, that missed field goal was huge. Huge. I want to hear what folks are feeling, what they're thinking. 10 years isn't even that long between Super Bowl visits, LOL. No, I agree. You consider what the Chargers have been through, the Raiders. The last time the Raiders were in the Super Bowl was, 2002 when they got blown out by the Bucks. So, the Broncos are pretty fortunate, and I think that's why Chiefs fans, I think, maybe they wouldn't acknowledge, but they probably would acknowledge that the Broncos are their biggest rivals. For the most part, since the Mahomes era, it was just Mahomes versus Herbert. Now, with the new Bo Nix era, I think it's really now Bo versus Mahomes. Even though Bo hasn't beat the Chargers yet, I think the only way to really assert dominance in this division is to beat the Chargers. So, actually, I need to check online. Have the Chargers clinched a playoff spot yet? I would assume they have. Playoff picture NFL. Or maybe I should have just put AFC, but whatever. All right, AFC Broncos are one seed. So Chargers are 5 seed current. Wait, why is it only showing? Wait. 2, 3. Oh, because they're just showing. Okay, so the Chargers have clinched. They've clinched. who who would we? I think so. Yeah. Who would we think would win? I mean, listen. I would love a Bo Nix or a Broncos versus a Drake May Patriots like AFC Championship game. It would just remind me of back when it was Payton versus Manning. Obviously, Bo and Drake are not even near the caliber of those quarterbacks so far, but I don't know. It would just make me nostalgic for those days. And granted, the Broncos won both of the Manning versus Brady AFC championships, so that would make me excited. I just like that there's this feeling of like new eras of both of these teams now arising. We're gonna have to deal with the Chiefs for the foreseeable future, regardless of like, Travis Kelce retiring, Chris Jones being probably 1 to 3 more years left in his career, probably as like an elite pass rusher. Uh, we're gonna have to deal with those guys. I mean, the real question is how long can Andy Reid keep going as a coach because of his health? Because he's hinted at retirement several times. Um, Obviously, when you feel like you're on the precipice of history, of a massive legacy, you're motivated to keep going, and I think he'll probably go for another. It just depends. It depends if they go to more Super Bowls, if they have any more rings, all that stuff. That would be epic to see. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that you're agreeing with my Patriots Broncos fantasy. I just something about that era, man. It's so nostalgic. It's so epic. Yeah, I don't know. It makes me excited. But listen, man, it's been a long road as a Broncos fan. A lot of torture, a lot of like feelings like, okay, how are we gonna get out of this? How are we like we felt like we were in a ditch while the Chiefs were just winning constantly all the time, going to Super Bowls, and the Broncos, like I get it, we for a while during the Elway years were like going to Super Bowls but losing, but then won back to back at the end of those years. It's not the same. I mean, because Mahomes, he's been to 5 already and won 3 of them. Now, granted, his 2 losses were blowouts, but Elway, the 3 losses that he had were blowouts as well. So it's most people would put Mahomes ahead of Elway, and I can't even argue that, which is frustrating to me. So we are 1 ring behind the Chiefs right now because of that stupid ring that they earned early on in the first. I can't remember what Super Bowl it was, like 4 or something. So what matters to me is first tying them. We need to tie the Chiefs in Super Bowls 4-4 and then pass them. Create our own dynasty. We don't even need a three-peat necessarily. That was what I was so about last year was like we will probably never, if Brady couldn't do it and Mahomes did it, we might never see that again. So that's what I was worried about. Thankfully, it didn't happen. But and I since the Broncos, yeah, I'll be able to say, yeah, as long as the Broncos win another Super Bowl and tie up the ring record, I feel fantastic. It's not because at this point we're chasing the Chiefs. For a while, it was the Chiefs chasing us and the Raiders because we're still tied at 3-3. But the Raiders, they're still irrelevant. It's going to take a lot for them to kind of get out of where they are. It's really a race between the two of us. And they know it. They know that we're unfortunately, right on their heels. We used to be ahead. Now they're ahead. Now it's time for us to get back ahead. So we're still at halftime regarding this game, but listen, 9 years in a row, AFC West champions for the Chiefs. I have a lot of disagreements regarding college football, but the NFL, I think, is one of the best run organizations, all things considered. Reffing, I think there's a lot of questions to be had. And from what I've heard, they'll be holding some meetings in the offseason about accountability for the refs. And we'll see how that goes because we all know we know that the Chiefs have been benefiting from some bad calls in some big games. I don't know. I don't know. I They need to rebuild the Raiders. I agree for the most part. They kind of already did though. You know, Geno Smith, Ashton Genty, and Pete Carroll. This was kind of like a new regime that they were trying to create, and boy, did it not work out. They are literally tanking for the first overall pick right now. That should be a fun game, by the way. Giants versus Raiders tomorrow. And tank bowls are always interesting. I mean, they're obviously not like playoff games or anything, but they have similar consequences potentially. Um, so we'll see. We will see. I'm going to the bathroom real quick. Okay, so sorry while I was in the bathroom, I missed kickoff And the Chargers are now at second down, 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard rush by Justin Herbert. So we are now in the third quarter, which I need to change on the thingy. Third quarter. All right, there we go. As a handoff, he's blown up at the line of scrimmage. Holy smokes, that's going to be a loss of about 1 to maybe 2 with about 14 minutes left in the third quarter. So let me read these. So Raiders suck. This is exactly the kind of season we expected the Raiders to have. They'll bounce back eventually. We keep thinking maybe, listen, the Raiders, it feels like their ceiling has been like a wild card appearance. I don't even remember the last time that they won the division. Full transparency. 3rd and 4 coming up here. Herbert takes a snap. He's being blitzed, and he dodges some guys, and he gets the... Oh! There's a completion. They call it incomplete. Okay. It looked like a potential completion. It was bounced out of his hands. That's an interesting play. Really good job by Herbert. He found the right guy. Amazing play by the Texans defender. They're calling it incomplete. That's borderline fumble, but looks like no one's disputing it. And the punt is away. Fair catch is called at the 15-yard line. Holy smokes. We got a little lucky there, boy. I mean, listen, the missed field goal, that incompletion there, all that stuff. Wow. All right, 1st and 10 for the Texans. Stroud in shotgun. Takes the snap. He hands it off there. And it is a loss about a half a yard. Wow. They love to challenge the Broncos. If we're talking about the Raiders, I mean, you know what's weird is that streak they had with us. Like, it was like an 8-game winning streak versus us, which made no sense because the Raiders were just as bad as the Broncos during the Mahomes era once it started. And that was such a stupid thing, but thankfully now we've started our own streak. Stroud takes the snap. It is a screen there to Schultz, who makes a guy miss. He makes another guy miss. It's a 1st down to the 31-yard line. Wait. There was a fumble? It's looking like there was a fumble, possibly recovered by the Chargers. I didn't even see what happened there. Let's see what happened. Okay, it was smacked out. The ball was 1,000% smacked out. Did it? Where did the ball go? I can't tell where the ball is. Oh, okay, the ball definitely bounced out of bounds. Okay. Before the Chargers recovered it, the ball bounced out of bounds, and it should still be Texans ball. What a crazy play there. Ball is now at the 21-yard line, so it was not a 1st down for the Texans. He takes the snap. They fake the ball. Oh, my gosh. Stroud almost throws another interception. It's incomplete pass, 4th and 4, so they will be punting it away. At least it's not a fumble, but holy smokes. Stroud is not on his game. Ever since those 2 touchdown passes, he has looked like a shell of himself. I don't know why he didn't take more time to really let that play develop. It felt like he was just doing what was designed of the play when it was clearly not available or open. All right, punt is away. It is caught by McConkey, who tries to make some guys miss. He does, but goes down around the 29-yard line, I'd say. No injuries so far. So That is where the Chargers will be starting their second drive of the second half. What a weird game. All right, let's see what. And the guy that we win today to win the division. I'm a big Texans fan today. Yes, me too. Heck yeah, we haven't won it in almost a decade. Seriously, guys, like I think so many people are saying that are missing the big picture here. The Chiefs have won the division 9 years in a row. Just because the Chiefs aren't going to win it, this year, does not mean we should be like, it's okay if the Chargers win it. No, it should go back to the Broncos. This is our division. We've let it be not ours for way too long. It's time to take it back. That's how I feel. And I don't care how it happens. I don't care if it's a matter of the Texans beating the Chargers today, as long as the division belongs to us, because we already beat the Texans. You think I need validation from the Texans? No, I just want it to be statistically secure that we are the AFC West champions. Because we already beat these guys. We beat them in Houston. We're fine. We're chilling. We are so chilling. Yeah. Whew. Sorry, I don't want to get too heated, but like, that's just how I feel, man. Like, I hate the Chiefs. I've been a Broncos fan since 1999 when I was born. And they've been the most relevant rival to me. And I don't like the Raiders. Don't get me wrong. I think the Raiders are my second least favorite. The Chargers are more of an annoyance than a rival, I would say. If I had to describe them in one way, they are an annoyance. So let's get this annoyance out of the way today. I see a changing of the guard for the past decade. This is our division to lose, no question. It is our division to lose. Because, kind of our division to lose. If the Chargers win today, then it's both the Chargers and Broncos division to lose next week, because a win will guarantee the division. But, yeah. I agree. I think the Broncos are the better team. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 30-yard line. Herbert in shotgun with Hampton to his right. He takes the snap. He's looking to his left. He is sacked. Awesome. Lost about 5 yards there. 2nd and 15 coming up. Let's go. Harbaugh's Herbantisms. Ethan Hunt, Pablo Picasso, and the Minotaur. What a combination there. Someone needs to screenshot that on their TV. I guess that motivates their team to an extent. Whatever that means. 2nd and 15 coming up. Herbert takes the snap, looking to throw. They're rushing forward, and he's sacked again. Holy smokes. They lost about 3 to 4 yards there. Barnett with the sack there. Oh my goodness. This offensive line is struggling, to say the least. If you're a Chargers fan, you're rolling your eyes. This is really, really rough to watch. But if you're a Broncos fan, like us, we love to see it. Yeah, for sure. From J. Romiakir. Let's go, Houston. Agreed. Okay, 3rd down here. 3rd and very long. Herbert takes a snap. He takes a screen to Hampton there, who makes a couple guys miss, but goes down around the 25-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and they will have to punt. Possibly some fighting. I'm hearing some whistling. Hopefully the Texans are not ruining anything. Everyone's still coming off to their own sidelines. It'll be 4th and 15. No flags, so they will be punting. Yeah, Houston, let's go. That Houston defense is nasty. OMG. Seriously. You gotta love it. And remember, we beat these guys in their house. So, punt went out of bounds. So, Houston's thinking it's going to be placed. They think it was shanked. Holy smokes. Texans might be starting in Chargers territory considering how bad that punt was. We'll find out. 9:38 left in the third quarter. Going to commercial break, but crazy stuff there. Houston defense, crazy bad, or crazy good. Crazy good. Let me know how you guys are feeling as a Broncos fan. I mean, those 2 touchdowns to start the game got me super excited. Then things slowed down tremendously, and that's been kind of the whole game since then. We got a huge favor from the football gods when Dicker, the kicker, missed a field goal to end the first half. So, like a chip shot, by the way. I shouldn't even just say like a field goal. That was like a, yeah. That was rough. And yet we still can't relax because it's like, it's a 2-possession game with plenty of game left. We still got to watch this through because it's not like the Houston offense is doing too much since those first 2 touchdowns. So we got to kind of wait it out. Hope it all works out. Let's go. Let's get it in Houston. Agreed. 1,000%. Let's get it. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for being here, for watching. Mark, who's not able to be here right now, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, everyone. It means a lot to us. So, okay. Oh boy. I don't know why I'm feeling so nervous because it's like, the Broncos already played on Christmas, and that's stressful enough because it's like you don't want the Broncos to lose on Christmas, but man, I just want to be AFC West champs tonight. That'd be so cool. All right, Texans have the ball, and it looks like they are starting on the Chargers side of the field at their 47-yard line. Stroud under center takes the snap. It is a handoff here, who cuts up and gets about 3-ish yards, 3 to 4 yards. Good stuff there. Dicker, the kicker, looks longingly. This could have been a 1-score game, is probably what he's thinking. All right, ball is now at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 6. Stroud fakes the handoff. He rolls out to the right. He's rolling. He dumps it off to Nico Collins, who stays in bounds. He hit sticks a guy on the sideline and gets a little bit more yardage there, but goes out of bounds. Really good stuff there. Him and Nico being on the same page. I don't think he stepped out of bounds until the last second. At the 20-yard line, Stroud does a reverse handoff to number 14. He's running over to the sideline. It's a gain about 8 to 9 yards. But so Noel is number 14, but there is a flag. Unfortunately. Near the sideline. Let's see what they call it. My guess is it's offensive holding. Yep, that's what they call it. Will it be from the spot of the foul, or will it just be a 1st and 20? Will they be starting 1st and 20 from the 30? Let's find out. They called it on Christian Kirk, possibly, or they called it on Nico Collins. That was the most egregious one. He kind of tackled. Okay, so they're starting at the 28-yard line, so this is a 1st and 18. This is a handoff, and he is pulled down for a loss of about 2 yards. 2nd and 20 coming up. I don't even care if this drive ends in a field goal. Being up 14 works for me. As long as they make the field goal. That was a face mask penalty that they missed when tackling Woody Marks on the handoff. Let's see what happens here. They're calling it 2nd and 19 from the 29-yard line. Stroud takes the snap, looking to throw. It is a screen pass to Christian Kirk, who loses about 3 to 4 yards. Shucks. We keep losing yards. Let's see here. The mistakes add up. Agreed. Texans might just win the AFC. You can't block Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter. We did. We blocked him and won. So. All right. 3rd and 23. Can the Texans get themselves in better field goal position at the 33-yard line? All right. There we go. Short pass over the middle, and they are down to about the 24 or 23-yard line, which is where they will be taking a field goal attempt. 6.5 left in the third quarter. Come on, Fairburn. Tommy Townsend, who's the holder. He's a Gator. I love him. Except when he's on the Chiefs. Kick is up. And it is good. That was a 41-yard attempt. 6:04 left in the third. Houston is up 17-3. Let me change the score here. All right. Good stuff. We'll take it. Let's see. Texans might win the AFC. Yes, we did, but the Chargers' offensive line can't. That's the hope, at least. I mean, so far, so good. They only have 3 points, and that's only because they have 2 interceptions off of C.J. Stroud in their own territory. So that'll typically give you position at least to make 1 field goal. Now, it should be 7-6, but for some reason, Dicker the kicker missed a chip shot field goal, and we were graced by the football gods. That tells me that the football gods want the Broncos to win the AFC West. That's what that tells me. So. I mean, this is our division, man. It's either ours or the Chiefs. That's how it's felt for a long time. I think, what was it? What year was it when the Chargers had like the best offense and best defense in the NFL, but they had the worst special teams, and that cost them either the playoffs or something? It's crazy. If you're not good enough in all 3 phases, you're not going to win the Super Bowl. Both tackles are on IR. You know, I agree. Like I agree. That's very true. Slater and Alt are both not playing, and they will not play for the rest of the year. And that's just a hard recipe to win anything. If you're playing your backup tackles in any situation, it's hard to win like 1 game, much less 3 to 4 playoff games. So we're at a commercial break right now. The Texans just kicked a field goal to make it 17-3 halfway through the third quarter. Plenty of time left. It is still a 2-possession game, but it's really a matter of, can the Chargers score a touchdown? Houston's defense has been doing really what we've been asking them to as Broncos fans. Who owns the tiebreaker between the Broncos and the Bills? The Broncos do. I don't think at this point it's possible for the Bills to have 13 wins. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, it depends what happens this week. Okay, Chargers are returning the kick, and they get just past the 35-yard line, around the 36 or 37. Say your thing. "1972 here. The Broncos have always been my team no matter what. Thank you so much for just being here for us. That means a lot. And let's win this thing, man." Talking to the Texans. Herbert looking to throw. He scrambles up the middle, gets about 2 to 3 yards. Jones with the tackle. Second down coming up. About 5.5 left in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Herbert at the 38-yard line. In shotgun. Hampton to his right. He's calling out plays. He takes the snap. And he is blitzed immediately. He is taking a sack at the 30-yard line. But there is a flag. It looked like they jumped a little early. My guess is that's offsides. That is what they call. Will Anderson with the call, or in terms of who was called on the penalty. Let's see the replay here. I mean, he jumped. I don't know if he was past the ball, though. I mean, he might have just known the snap count. That's a bit disappointing, but 5 minutes left in the third quarter here. They're calling it 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line. Takes the snap. It is a handoff who is brought down maybe just short of the line of scrimmage. Half a yard. So it is Toad. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I severely apologize. Not even in an ironic way. I want to be able to pronounce these people's names, and I feel bad. My last name, people can't pronounce anyway, so I get it. I understand the pain. 3rd and 3 coming up. Herbert takes the snap. He's looking to pass. He's being rushed, and he throws over the middle and is caught. And that is down around the Texans' 40 to 39-yard line by Keenan Allen. First down, obviously. Yeah, they added a field goal. If Chargers lose, Broncos AFC West title. Yep, Manny, you are absolutely right. That's why we're watching, man. This is an important game for the Broncos. Heavily rooting for the Texans here. All right. Herbert takes a snap. He's throwing down the sideline, and there's nothing there. No flags. It looks like it is an incomplete pass. 3:32 left in the third quarter, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Good stuff. Herbert, oh, he fumbles the snap and jumps on it, so it is still Chargers ball, but that is a blown play. Unfortunate moment. It looked like maybe he fumbled this. Maybe, I don't know if he fumbled the handoff. That's where it happened. The fumble happened during the handoff, and that's the risk of an RPO, is that the running back and quarterback are not on the same page, and sometimes that stuff happens. Thankfully for us, it did. 3rd and 14 now. They are back on the Texans' 44-yard line. Sorry. Takes a snap. They're rushing 4. He steps up in the pocket. He's running it himself. He has some space, and he gets the first down. He bounces off a guy, and he goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A really unfortunate play by the Texans defense there. Oh, man. Really unfortunate. I just subbed. Thank you so much, Angelio. I really appreciate anyone who subs. It means a ton to us in the channel, and I love responding to you guys in the chat. I love talking through all of this. Nice, welcome to the club. Oh, Derek Stingley is down. He is with an injury. He's on his knee though. He's not on his back. Hopefully he's okay, but that could be a massive injury for the Texans. With plenty of time left and the Chargers being in the red zone. Okay, Stingley is walking off on his own. That's a good sign. We'll see how that goes. Oh, so Stingley tried hitting Herbert there, and it really ended up backfiring a bit. Burrow is good. He has no O-line. No, I wouldn't trade Nix. Is pretty good. Just needs to be better at a few things. Accuracy and passing better. Oh, okay. And Hampton for about 4 yards, I would say there. 2nd and 6 coming up. Most people would take Burrow over Nix. I don't think Broncos fans would take that as an insult. Like, Burrow is an elite quarterback, and he's already been to a Super Bowl. He's been to 2 AFC championships. He just has bad ownership. If he had decent ownership or even great ownership like us, like the Broncos do, he'd probably be going back to back, if we're being honest. Okay, Herbert rolling out, good blocking. He throws and deflected, incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up. Lassiter with the breakup there against Gadsden. Gadsden was the intended target. Herbert did a good job of kind of maneuvering the pocket, maneuvering the play, got the ball by Petrie, and just barely incomplete there. A 1-on-1. All right, takes the snap. He's rushing guys, and he is being sacked. He still throws over the middle, and it's caught by Winston Johnston for a 1st down. I thought he was being sacked, but there is a flag with 1:16 left in the 3rd quarter. I thought he was being sacked. What just happened? Holding on the defense. Penalty is declined. The play stands. An incredible play by Justin Herbert. He was in the middle of being sacked, and he threw it to Winston Johnston over the middle for a 1st down. That's unbelievable. Not a touchdown yet, but what a play. He got all the way down to about the 4-yard line. That's where 1st and goal will be. Herbert under center. Johnston in motion. It is a handoff. Gets down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Clock is rolling. Holy smokes, guys. Wow. Chargers are looking for their first touchdown, and their first touchdown would get them within 1 score. Texans, who have been dominating most of this game, could find themselves in a 1-score game going into the 4th quarter, depending on how this play goes. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line coming up. Herbert under center from the 1. He fakes the handoff. He's rolling out to his right. There's a wide open guy. It's caught. Touchdown. Chargers. That's Gadsden with the touchdown. He wasn't even covered. Surprising the Texans didn't see that coming, but Wow. Ugh, man. That sucks. Whew, boy. All right, it's 17-10, Houston. But that was a massive, massive drive by the Chargers with 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Unfortunately, this is very much a game. Ugh. I like what you're doing here and the culture you're building. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you, Angelio. Like, it really means a lot. I Broncos fans, like, they deserve all kinds of different communities to interact in. What the heck? No, I agree, Josh. Like, it's like you know, Texans were up 14-0 early in this game, and now they're in a battle. They're in a big battle, and it could just come down to the last second. Unfortunately, that's football. That's why you have to watch all four quarters. You can't just be like, "Oh, it's 14-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game. Let's turn it off." There's 50 other minutes that you have to watch. So here we are. Here we are. I'm just trying to keep it calm, cool, and collected. What's Chargers' weakness? There are two offensive tackles. Rashawn Slater and Joel, they're not playing. So the right tackle and the left tackle, they're both backups. So the defensive line for the Texans should be able to get after them, and they have been for the most part. But that drive, they've been struggling a little bit. They might be tired because the Texans' offense has been stalling recently. Um, so, I mean, for those at first during this game, it looked like the Chargers' backfield that was struggling a bit because Stroud was challenging them deep, and they were wide open, and that was working really well. But now it doesn't seem like those plays are available because he's not throwing it deep anymore. So hopefully, I hope he at least challenges them one or two more times in the fourth quarter. We're at a commercial break right now after the recent touchdown by the Chargers. Massive, massive game going on right now for the Broncos. If the Chargers win, then it'll be for the division next week. For the division and the 1 seed. So. All right. Kick is away. And it is being returned past the 20, past the 20, right at the 25 is where he's tackled. Sorry. 6 seconds left. Quarter is where we'll start. This game is probably going to come down to the last couple of minutes. That's what I'm guessing. That's why we streamed this thing. These are two pretty equal teams. Letting go that 3rd and 14 or whatever to Herbert when they were just outside of field goal range is really where the Texans kind of let this game go a little bit. Stroud also 2 interceptions. Anyway. So, Stroud and the Texans starting at the 25-yard line. Stroud under center right here. Takes the snap. It is a handoff. Who gets about 2 yards, I'd say. And that will be the end of the third quarter. All right, there we go. Fourth quarter is where we are. It'll be 2nd and 8 to start the fourth quarter for the Texans. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm nervous. I mean, in the end, the Broncos will still have a chance, regardless of the result of this game, for not just the AFC West, but for the AFC 1 seed. But I would like just one of those things to be resolved before that game. Like, okay, the Broncos have already won the AFC West. Now they're just going for the 1 seed. That would be nice, if possible. So, how's it going, guys? You can come in. It's fine. We're at a commercial break right now. My brothers are coming in. They can make as much noise as they want. Ev, do you want to come in? Corey, do you want to come in? Do you want to say hi to the internet? Who? Oh, Herbert. Yeah, no, so my brother Everest says Justin Herbert is being annoying. And I agree to the most fullest extent, I should say. Really, who's the most annoying, I would say, is the Texans.
They sold on that.
They sold big time. Oh, are you guys going up? Are you going upstairs or? All right. Feel free to say anything if you want to, or you could just tell it to me and I'll tell it to the internet. But oh, they're showing the AFC playoff picture right now. It's crazy. So, oh, I did not realize. So the Texans have not clinched a playoff berth yet, but I would guess with the win today, they would. My guess that would mean that the Colts, with the very least, would be eliminated. I don't even know how the Ravens are still in it. My guess is just because of the division. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7. Stroud takes the snap. He throws it up. Nothing there. Hutchinson was the intended target. It'll be 3rd and 7. Incomplete. You can't let Chargers hang around. I agree. Trust me, I agree. When they look this good in these uniforms, I agree. Oh, man. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. It's already a big play when we're at the beginning of the fourth quarter. They're at the 32.5-yard line. Stroud takes the snap. They're blitzing. He's hit as he throws. Oh, he just misses him. Pass intended for Noel. 4th and 7. Texans are forced to punt, but there is a flag. Roughing the passer. Huge.
That's the first penalty they called him.
Huge. Agreed. My brother just mentioned that that was like one of the first penalties that they called on the Chargers. There has not been a lot of penalties this game. It feels like mostly a let them play kind of game. That's what this roughing crew has been told maybe to going in. That was 1,000% roughing the passer. Chargers can complain all they want. I don't care if it was right or wrong. I'm going to agree with the call. Huge moment there. So 6 penalties on the Ravens. That was the first penalties on the Chargers. Holy smokes. Okay, wow. Stroud hands it off and it goes gain about 3 or 4 yards there. Wow. I did not realize that was the first penalty on the Chargers. My memory is so bad. I'd like refresh after every 2 or 3 minutes. All right. 2nd and 7 coming up. Stroud under center. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He rolls out to his right. He throws. It's caught by Schultz. My guess is forward progression will give him maybe a half a yard to maybe no gain. 14 minutes left in the game. They're showing some Chargers fans in the camera. They're really working hard to show Chargers fans because I know there's not that many that exist. 3rd and 7 coming up. Oh, well, look at that. There's like a whole group of Chargers fans. Good for them. Go Broncos. Stroud takes the snap. He's being blitzed. He throws down the sideline. There's nothing there. It was intended for Nico Collins. It's an incomplete pass. 4th and 7 coming up with 13:24 left in the 4th quarter. That is unfortunate. Chargers defense has been stepping up. We're going to need the Texans defense to step up a couple more times probably this game. Oh, he had a receiver there over the middle. It's okay. He was looking deep. He was looking for his best receiver. That's understandable. That sucks. All right, punt is away by Townsend. And ball bounces. Oh, and it's down at the 1 yard line. Holy smokes, what a play. I thought he caught it while running into the end zone, but he batted it back. What a play by the punt return team or punt defense team. Perfect. Perfect. That's genuinely perfect punt coverage. So the Chargers, if they want to tie it up, will have to drive 99 yards of the field. So we're at a commercial break now, but that was a great play by punt coverage. Texans defense versus 99 yards. I like my odds there. We'll see what happens, though. Football is weird. Iris, do you have any comments or concerns? Texans offense is selling, is what he says. That's I mean, yeah, I agree to an extent. Stroud, I think, is selling more than anything because of those 2 interceptions that he had in the first half. Oh, I mean, one of those interceptions led to a field goal. The other interception led to a missed chip shot. All things considered, this should be 17-13, not 17-10. But football is football, man. You miss a field goal, that is what it is. So. You want any comments? Wow. Yes, they pinned LA deep in their own territory. I agree, Josh. I'm stressed, man. We got the AFC West title on the line here in the last 13 and a half minutes. Now they have to drive the length of the field on this defense. Let's go. I agree. That's what I was just saying. 99 yards versus any defense, you would pick the Texans defense. I like our chances. They're healthy. They're ready. I think Stingley is still playing. Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know why that Chargers guy was just dressed as like an alien. Whatever. That is not me saying that I would take Stingley over PS2. You know that's not true. Okay, so they're starting from the 20 or the 2 yard line, so it's a 98-yard drive and anything. Herbert takes a snap from his own end zone. He's looking to pass. He dumps it off. Oh, it was not a safety because he caught the ball at the half-yard line, but that is a loss of yardage. So the Chargers will be working out of their own half-yard line. Very close. Great coverage by the Texans defense there. Toledo. But to be fair, that's a hard name to pronounce. So is mine. All right, here we go. 2nd and 11 from their own 1-yard line. Herbert in shotgun, looking like he's going to pass. Takes the snap. He is passing the rushing 4. He's throwing it really, really, really deep. Incomplete. Nothing there. No flags. It'll be 3rd and 11. Lassiter on coverage. Pass intended for Quentin Johnston. 12:24 left in the game. Oh, what's going on, guys? All day. I agree. But you got Chargers, but you got Houston. Let's see what happens. Shotgun alone for Herbert. He takes a snap. They're rushing 4 again. He tries to race out. He tosses it back, and he gets a first down, unfortunately, all the way up to the 18-yard line. That was, I can't tell who that is. There's a flag, though. There is a flag. There's a flag. The Chargers are complaining. Let's see what that was. They're saying it's a illegal forward pass. Wait. Oh, they're saying it's a first down. Oh, maybe they were saying it wasn't a penalty. Let's see what happened here. I want to see. He threw it. I mean, that's a forward pass, 1,000%, but maybe he was past the line of scrimmage because he was already past the 1-yard line. Or no. Wait, can you challenge that? I want to see it more. Okay. So the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. He takes the snap. It is a handoff. And it's a gain about 1 to 2 yards there. That's a really unfortunate situation there because I thought that was a really confusing play and they didn't review it long. So, dang. Let's get a safety. Unfortunately, we did not get a safety. 2nd and 9 coming up with 11.5 left. Herbert again in shotgun. Blitz is coming. He throws and incomplete. Looks like the receiver was not ready for the ball. No flags, so it'll be 3rd and 9. There's good pressure there in his face. Although Herbert is used to that. Osley, I guess, is the name of the other tight end that they have. I mean, we all know Gadsden, but Osley, I guess, is the other guy who got that first down. So 3rd and 9 coming up. 11:16 left. Takes the snap. They're rushing 4. They have a few QB spies. He throws. It's caught, but it is well short of the first down. That will be only a gain about 1.5 yards. 4th down coming up, 4th and long. That will likely mean a punt for the Los Angeles Chargers. Good job by the Texans defense. There's a guy, an assistant who's really fired up. Yeah, Chargers line up for a punt. Punt is away. And punt goes out of bounds. Around the 40. Any comments? No? Oh, let's see what my, oh. I have a friend who is a Chargers fan who has not commented all game, probably because he has not led all game. If you're going to talk your smack, talk it while you're down. But to be fair, I get it. There's a lot of doubts about this Chargers team. Texans versus Chargers. I think if the Texans win tonight, there will be this overlooming feeling that the Texans own the Chargers. I don't think that should be the case. But I, as a Broncos fan, would not hate it. So, because bad juju means bad juju for my enemies. And we're at a commercial break right now. And the Texans will be trying to answer. If they can get a field goal, I really like the Texans' chances, but a lot of game left to be played. So, we'll see. Herbert is doing his best. Bo Nix played better so far. I'm just going to say what I want to say. I'm not saying Bo is better than Justin Herbert, but I'm saying that Bo beat the Texans in Houston. That's all I'm saying. Like, Stroud gifted LA 2 interceptions, and they're on their own side of the field, and yet y'all only came away with 3 points. So, 10:36 left in the game. 1st and 10 for the Texans, starting at their own 45-yard line. Stroud under center. Stroud takes a snap. It is a handoff, and he runs up. Ooh, gets about 9 to 10 yards. Probably just short of the first down marker there. The broadcast is making a point of the Texans being 5-5 in one-score games, and the Chargers being 6-1 in one-score games. So the Texans could make themselves on the winning side of a 5-5 record in one-score games. That's a handoff again. That is a first down for Woody Marks, about 2 to 3 yards. They are now on the plus side territory. We are under 10 minutes to go in the game. Woody Marks' stat line reads 12 rushes for 57 yards. Clock is running. Both teams have all their timeouts. They are at the 43-yard line of the Chargers. Stroud takes the snap. It is a handoff to Marks again, who gets like 6 or 7 yards. So it looks like the goal of this drive is to run the clock, get into field goal range, and make it a 2-possession game, which I fully agree with. I mean, right now, the Houston just got above 100 yards rushing. It hasn't been the most successful thing in the game, but it's working right now. Ride the hot hand. Stroud hands it off again to Marks, who only gets like a yard, but there is a flag. It depends where the flag was thrown. Hopefully it is not holding on the offense, but we will see. It's offsides, thankfully, on the Chargers. So that'll be a first down for the Texans. That was only the second penalty for the Chargers all game. 2 crucial penalties, but, you know. Stroud under center at the 31-yard line. Takes the snap. He hands it off and gets blown up by Khalil Mack. That's a loss of about 4 to 5 yards. Holy smokes. He read that. There was no one blocked. if you're not blocking Khalil Mack, you're asking for trouble. And that's what just happened. Thank goodness he held on to the ball, but that play was doomed from the start. Run out that clock, move the chains. I agree, Josh. I agree. All right, here we go. That is a delayed handoff who makes a guy miss, and he goes down to the 26-yard line. Third and manageable, I would almost argue. I think he landed inbounds, so the clock is still running. We are now officially under 7 minutes in the game. They're calling it 3rd and 5. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Looks like a timeout was just called by Texans. They just took their first timeout on this crucial 3rd and 5. The Texans are very much around field goal range. Can they? Chargers fans, I should say, in the stands are not real Chargers fans. They are all bots or paid off actors. Only 10 to 15 Chargers fans actually exist. So I just want to make that clear. Thank you. All right. They're at the 26-yard line. Play clock is running down at 6:37. Stroud takes a snap. He's looking to throw. They're blitzing. He throws it up the middle, and it's incomplete. Although Noel is looking for a flag, there is no flag thrown. 6:33 left. 4th and 5. The Texans will be looking to, kick the field goal. They were not ready for the blitz. Stroud did not diagnose the blitz, and that means that the O-line was not ready for it. Although I could argue that was pass interference, but Fairbairn here looking to try and make a 44-yarder. Kick is up, and it is good. With 6:29 left in the game, Houston leads by 10, 20-10. So, crazy stuff. How are we feeling, guys? I'm nervous but excited because we are 6.5 minutes away from winning the AFC West. The Texans are, for the most part, doing their job. I mean, it's been sloppy, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Let's go. I agree, Josh. Let's go. Listen, an interception, fumble, whatever it's gotta take. I trust the Houston defense right now. A lot of stuff yet to happen. 6.5 minutes is an eternity in football. We'll see what happens. Ooh. Kickoff is about to happen here. Kick is away. Being returned from the 1, past the 10, 15, 20, 25. Just towards the 20, about the 25-yard line is where the Chargers will start their drive with 6:24 left in the game. Let's go. Here we go. Oh boy. Herbert in shotgun alone at the 25-yard line. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Protection solid. He throws to the sideline. He's caught by Ladd McConkey already to the Texans' 45 to 44 yard line. Really good throw execution there. Unfortunately, the clock is running, so it looks like that did not stop the clock. Really good route by Ladd McConkey. Wide open. So they are now in Texans territory at the 44-yard line. Herbert in shotgun, who takes the snap. Again, looking to throw. They're rushing 4. He dodges some guys. He's running it himself. Gains about 2 to 3 yards. Clock is running. They do decide not to use a timeout. They probably want to save that stuff for the next drive. Under 5.5 minutes left to go. Ref is making sure that the Texans get in their substitutions. They might have to call a timeout. Herbert is upset because he doesn't like that the substitutions are happening. 2nd and 8 coming up. Takes the snap. They're rushing 5 guys this time. It's a dump off to Omarion Hampton, where there is a tackle only after a gain of 1 yard. It is inbounds. The clock is still running. No timeouts are being used currently. That was Tuoto, or however you pronounce his name. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Chargers. Let's go, Houston. Finish them off. Houston, I agree, guys. Ball is at the 40.5-yard line. Herbert in shotgun takes the snap, looking to throw. Guys are rushing, and he is being sacked currently. He sucks because he's Justin Herbert, and he... Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. There is a flag. I should stop. I should not trash talk until I know the play is over. Please don't be on the defense. Please. Please don't be on the defense. Illegal contact on the defense. Automatic first down for the offense. What? That's so incidental. Ladd literally caused that. I mean, I just really don't like that call. It's trying to keep the Chargers in the game. They're at the 30.5-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:20 left in the game. Herbert takes a snap. They're rushing 4 again. He throws over the middle. It's caught down to the 10 or 9-yard line of the Texans. Clock is running, but it is a great throw and catch by the Chargers. And the Texans are trying to keep themselves in composure. The ball is at the 10-yard line. They're calling it 1st and goal. Herbert takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's throwing down the sideline. Just out of bounds. Stingley versus Keenan Allen. It was an incomplete pass. 2nd and goal with 3:51 left. It's a good matchup. I mean, most people want to see that kind of stuff. Your best receiver versus the other team's best corner. 2nd and goal coming up. Herbert again in shotgun. He takes the snap. They're rushing 4 guys. He steps up. He rolls out to his right. He's looking. He dodges some guys. And he takes a sack, though. He tries to draw unnecessary contact or unnecessary roughness. It doesn't work. That only works for Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. It's a loss of 2 to 3 yards. Ugh. Good job by the Texans defense there. All right, it's a big time 3rd and goal coming up. .345 left in the game. Wait. It's third and go. Wait, what? Was there a penalty? Did I miss something? They're calling it first and goal. I think I missed something. I guess I missed something. Now it's second and goal. There must have been some kind of penalty that made it first and goal on that play on the 5-yard line. I don't think it was announced on the broadcast. Okay. Whatever. All right, here we go. Second and goal. 3:40 left at the 5-yard line. I apologize, guys. It is a handoff and it's a touchdown. Down the middle. It's Amarian Hampton. 3:37 left in the game. Ah, God. That sucks. Kick is up. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. That is a oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. There's a flag. Please be on the kicking team. Please. Oh, let's go. Offsides on the offense. Penalty is declined. Missed PAT, so they are down 4 instead of 3. A massive, massive two massive missed kicks for the Chargers. A chip shot and the PAT. This could have been very well a tied game if the kicker was doing his job. But the kicker, Dicker the kicker himself, selling this game big time. We'll take it. 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 That means this game is going to come down to very intense stuff. So Chargers have 3 timeouts and Houston has 2 timeouts. Oh boy. Crazy stuff. Wait, come on. Houston, why are you giving up a touchdown this late? Yeah. Okay, so Houston returns the kick up to the 26-yard line. Ah, man. .332 left in the game. Houston leads by 4. It's going to be a tense game. We knew it. We knew it. Even when they were up by 14 in the first 5 minutes. All right, they start their drive at the their own 26-yard line. Strat under center. Takes the snap as a handoff to Woody Marks, who gets almost nothing. Basically nothing. Clock is not running because the Chargers use the first time out with 3:28 left in the game. It's stressful. My brother and I are stressing. I mean, that missed PAT is helpful, no doubt, but like at the same time, it almost like forces the other team to be aggressive, which is also scary. And it's Justin Herbert. I will never underestimate Justin Herbert. So, come on, Houston. I agree. Come on, Houston. 2nd and 10. Stroud Fakes the handoff. He's looking. He throws. It's caught by Nico Collins, who goes down to around their own 46-yard line. But that is a first down. And the clock is still running, so maybe the Chargers have not decided to use a timeout. Huge play by the Texans offense there. Stroud to Collins. What a duo, man. So, yeah, they're letting the clock run. Let's see what happens. Let the clock keep running, man. Let it run, let it run, let it run, let it run. Okay, he hands it off to Woody Marks, and he's tackled in the backfield. Lost about 2 to 3 yards. There is a timeout taken with 2:37 left. So the Chargers are very much aware that they have one more timeout and the 2-minute warning left to go. They can very much still get the ball back if they make a stand here. Run the ball and control the clock. How much time is left? Right now, 2:37. Houston has the ball, 2nd and 12. Chargers have one more timeout. They're at the 43, their own 43-yard line. That is a handoff to Marks, who gets about 4-ish yards, I'd say. The Chargers take their last timeout with 2:32 left in the game. It'll be 3rd down at about 8, I'd say. Nothing comes easy for the Broncos, man. Nothing comes easy. Come on, guys. 3rd and 9 coming up. 2:32 left. Chargers have no more timeouts. Houston has 2 timeouts left. Stroud looking to throw. He's being kind of blitzed, and he is sacked, unfortunately. That will run the clock. Oh, there is a flag. There is a flag. What is the flag? What's the flag? What is the flag? Illegal contact on the defense. That's an automatic first down for the Texans. What a massive, massive mistake. That is a... I'm not going to say it. I'm not sure. Regardless, that's a massive mistake by the Chargers. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's a massive mistake. That was the 3rd penalty called on the Chargers. 1st and 10 with 2:27 left. Stroud hands the ball off. Marks gets about 8 yards there. The clock will run down to the 2-minute warning, and the Chargers have no timeouts left. I mean, obviously, with the first down, the Texans would get the win. If not, the Chargers might get like 25 seconds left. That is a brutal penalty. Let's go, baby. Put the pressure on, guys. I agree. Insane. We're at the 2-minute warning right now. Texans lead by 4. Chargers with no timeouts. We're at a commercial break right now because of the 2-minute warning. I'm going to go to the bathroom. All right. Still at a commercial break because of the 2-minute warning. And we're looking. Okay, let's see here. Let's go. One more first down, guys. And this game is yours. I agree, Josh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Josh. I think they're replaying right now the illegal contact that happened. Really, really. I mean, if I'm on the other side of that, I'm not too happy about that. The wrap up there was very short. But anyway, it helps the Broncos. Won't complain too much. 2nd and 2. Here we go. Stroud under center. Takes the snap. It is a handoff to Marks and it is a first down. That is the game. The Broncos will be your AFC West champions. The Broncos are the champions of the AFC West in 2025. I'm getting a little emotional. Thank you, Texans, for doing it not once but twice for helping out the Denver Broncos this season. Man. Denver. We will be having a home playoff regardless of what happens next week. The Colts are eliminated. What a moment. Wow. Thank you, Houston. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, I agree. I'm a bit overwhelmed right now, guys. The Broncos. We're back where we belong. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Houston. Absolutely. Woo-hoo. The Broncos. Top of the AFC West, man. Broncos, baby. I feel all kinds of things right now. I know Broncos country. We're all just kind of a little overwhelmed right now. Thank you to Houston. We have to take care of business still next week to get the 1 seed, but your Denver Broncos are AFC West champions tonight. Enjoy the weekend, guys. Thank you so much. It means a ton. Everyone who's watching, everyone who watched. Crazy game, crazy experience, crazy season so far, and it's not over. It's not over, but wow. Wow.